Hello everybody, and welcome back to another fantastic modding related video for you guys. It has been a hot minute since I released my Fairycore mod related video for you guys, and since then 1.6 has come out and a ton more of you incredible creators have been releasing so many cool Fairycore related mods that we can add into our games. So today I thought it would be fun to show you guys 22 more of some of the best Fairycore mods that I have found that you can install into your Stardew Valley game. Before we get further on into the video, here is a quick disclaimer, a little bit of information regarding all of our modding related content. So first of all of these mods are downloadable through Nexus Mods. Nexus Mods is a really amazing site. It also showcases and has most of the mods that you'll find for Stardew Valley on there. Additionally, as of March 2024, the 1.6 update is out. This update has definitely affected mods, and I know that a lot of creators are slowly working on getting some of these mods updated. I cannot confirm or deny if the mods that I'm showcasing in this video will work with 1.6, solely because most of these mods will need a backing mod such as a content patcher, the updated Smappy, or something like alternate textures. Simply because sometimes an old mod might work with an updated content patcher, and as much as I want to test all of these mods out, my poor little computer cannot handle it. So just make sure that when you download your mods and open them up in your Smappy, that you quickly check to see any mods highlighted in red. And you can also check out this incredible website, smappy.io, which will show you a newer version of the mod if this one is no longer compatible. And then also, if you want to keep up to date with your mods, just make sure to check out these purple ones here, which means that you can update them. And lastly, I will be listing all of the mods that I showcase in this video in the description below. I've broken them up into timestamps of the categories and then timestamps for all of the mods as well. If there was a particular one that you liked, you can see where the timestamp is and then the link right next to it. Anyway, now that's out of the way, let's get back to the video. If you've seen any of these videos, you will know how they go, but if this is your first time watching one of my mod videos, I love to break these down into little categories to make it a little bit easier to digest. So the first one we're going to go through is surprisingly the shortest, only because I showcase a lot of this in my first Fairycore video. So the first category is all of our buildings related mods. We're then going to go into our chunky part of this video, which is all of our furniture related mods. We're going to hit up the next one, which is some clothes related stuff. Then we're going to almost finish that one off with our craftables and items. And of course, to round it all up, we have our miscellaneous mods. There are so many just insanely cool mods. So I'm super excited to show all of these to you guys. But without further ado, let's just get straight into it and start off with our building mods. Starting us off strong, our first one here is Ida's Fairy Seasonal Buildings. So this gives you a really gorgeous flowery and cottagey core look for your farm buildings, but of course gives you that really whimsical Fairycore looking vibe. It's got the overgrown greenery, the overgrown flowers, the pink vibes, and I absolutely adore even the little windows, the like stained tinted windows. They are gorgeous. They look so nice, and I love the different variations as well that you can get to really spice it up and go for every season. So this one replaces all of the vanilla farm buildings, and as well they've noted that the colors should work well with both the vanilla look and also any world recolors. And it comes in two color variations, a pink and a muted one. I love how these looks. It also kind of doubles up in a sort of witchy core vibe, but I'm going all in for that pink. It is just whimsical and fairy everything. It is such a fun, cute mod. Up next on this list, we have Rosy Cottage. So this is a farmhouse replacement for your game that works with all of the different seasons, and of course has that gorgeous little flowery, viney, and just the pink. It's just gorgeous. Very much Fairycore is a like a whimsical pink vibe of cottagecore, and this mod is that. It is just absolutely beautiful, and I love how the house looks, just the different window placements and everything, and it just goes so well with the past that they have in the photos. I'm obsessed with this. And our last one for this category, I know it was only really short, so again, if you want to see more building related stuff, make sure to go and check out my first episode. But this one is Rose Dryad's Fairy Dew Buildings. So this one changes the farmhouses, cabins, mailboxes, shipping bin, greenhouse, stable, well, and the Junimo huts to give it this really gorgeous flowery Fairycore vibe. There are butterflies, there are mushrooms, there are vines, and everything in between, and honestly it is just such a fun looking house. I also love the little heart windows. I really feel like you can't go wrong with anything heart related. It is such a fun looking mod. Well, that was it for all of our buildings mods, and now we are getting on into the juicy part of this video, which is of course our furniture related mods. Strap on in, we have a lot to go through here. Starting us off strong, we have HXW Fairy Garden Furniture. This one is an outdoor furniture set, and it it is just gorgeous. It adds in over 100 beautiful outdoor items. These can additionally be used for indoors, but are obviously designed with the intention of being used outdoors, and just give you the perfect chance to decorate your house, decorate your outside area, and nurture your lovely forest friends and critters. I absolutely love the look of these. There's like a little day bed, there's some gorgeous signs, the mushrooms as well, all of the little logs, even little gnome houses and stuff, and as well the little gnome buddies to go alongside with it. I just think that this is such a fun mod, and it is in collaboration with one of my favorite creators, Wildflowers, and this is in use in one of the mods that I have installed in my game, which is the Nooks and Crannies one. And seeing all of these, they're just so cute in play, so it's definitely a really fun one to really bring that sort of whimsical fairycore vibe to your game. Absolutely love it. Next up on our list, we have fairy garden decorations. So this just adds in a set of cute fairy themed garden decorations to your game, and my god, they are cute. These can all just be bought from Robin's shop as well, and includes things like mushroom chairs, flower pots, tables, flowery fences, and even a bird bath. I'm obsessed with how this look. It's not so bright and in your face, which sometimes I do prefer, and I just love the different options that you can use to decorate. The little mushrooms are adorable. I'm obsessed. Next up on the list, again, we have HXW, and this is the Fairy Fountain Furniture mod. So this one adds in 6 brand new fountains into the game that are really just beautiful and very, very helpful to decorate a full complete area. You have some overgrown ones. You've got ones with flowers on the inside, lily pads, even little frogs or birds on the outsides. I just think this is absolutely gorgeous. I love the look of these fountains, and in general, I feel like more than just the well should be allowed for us to use because it's just so cute. Yeah, just obsessed. Hime and Wildflower are insane. Continuing on with those creators, we have HXW Fairy Garden Furniture Indoors. So this, of course, is our whimsical indoor furniture set to go along with our outdoor set that we spoke about earlier. This mod adds in over 40 beautiful indoor items that you can use to decorate your house, and I just love this. I did not think it was possible to have a fairycore vibe in our house, and this just adds it in. It's so whimsical and magical. The items are gorgeous, the little bed as well. Overall, I think that these items just go super, super well together. I just absolutely love the different decorating opportunities that you can have with these mods. It's just so cute. I love the look of all of the rooms that they've created. Up next on the list though, we have DGA Simple Pink Furniture. This one just adds in some really gorgeous pink furniture into your game with some overgrown tree looks to them. It's just a little small collection of white and pink themed furniture, and as well can be bought from Robin's or found in the furniture catalog. I love how it looks. It's a little subtle and not over the top, but it still is adding to that overall fairycore vibe that we want. I'm hooked. I need that bed and that couch, not only in my game, but in my life. Next up, this one was so cool, and I don't know, I mean, I know how I haven't found it because it just got uploaded in May, but how have I not found this yet? But this is Starry Trees. This adds in trees with stars that can change with the seasons and our furniture, not just growable trees, but furniture. I love the look of these. These are so cute. It's really giving the Animal Crossing star trees, but in Stardew, and I just love the different looks of them. I love how they change within the seasons, and as well I love how the creator has made them match all of those different recolor mods, and I'm so hooked. These are so gorgeous. I don't even think you need to have a fairycore vibe to justify downloading this mod. It is everything. Almost at the end, but next up we have Yomi's Cute Furniture mod. So this one adds in a bunch of different furniture options that you can use to decorate your house, and we just need to take a moment to admire the really gorgeous large window that it provides us. As well, there's some mannequins with some really cute dresses on them. You have some little teddy bears as well as a heart-shaped rug. We also can't just look over the cute little bed options as well as the different couches and the different color variations they come with. This is just the cutest furniture pack ever. And while it's not as whimsical or mystical as some of the other ones, I definitely think that it just pairs so well with those ones and really just brings that entire vibe to life. And our last mod for this list is Shizy Enquiries string lights. This was such a fun mod to find. This one just adds in a variety of string lights to decorate your farm. They emit light and you can also walk under them. Honestly, I love the idea of string lights. I think they're amazing, and the different variations that you can get as well just give you so many different options to really cater it to the needs of your sort of vibe that you're going for in your farm. I also do very much so love that you can walk under them, so they're not really a hindrance on the farm and just really can help make a small area that much more magical. I am obsessed with the little firefly lights that look like potions, and as well I do love me some Halloween, so the little spooky pumpkin lights are gorgeous as well. I'm hooked. I'm obsessed. Yeah, honestly, what a fantastic mod idea. Well, that was it for all of our furniture related mods. We're going into a category that I know a lot of you guys love, and this is our clothing related stuff. Starting us off, we have a nice and easy one, and this is fairy wings. This just adds in a few different variations of fairy wings that you can add into your game, as well as a prismatic wing option and transparent wing options. I'm absolutely obsessed with this. It is such a fun look, and it's also just a little bit like simple and underrated, and really just helps bring that overall look together. It is a very cute one. Next up on the list, I found this and thought it was perfect. This is Kayuha's accessories pack. It was really hard to find Fairycore related fashion mods that had Fairycore in the title, so I did have to, of course, do a deep dive into the clothing entire genre that we have on Nexus, and I stumbled across this, and it is everything. So this one adds in a huge collection of this creator's accessories, and they are just so cute. So there's things like a little flying frame around their face. You've got cute little butterflies, as well as little sparkles around. There's also a little exclamation mark and a question mark, but overall, I definitely think that the little frame, even the wings, the sparkles, as well as the butterflies are just perfect for that Fairycore vibe. Honestly, it's just such a fun accessories pack. I really don't think you can go wrong with it. And lastly, for this list, by the creator of Yomi as well, this is Yomi's Golden Princess hairstyle. This is a really, really gorgeous hairstyle pack that adds in 12 brand new hairstyles in this really gorgeous golden sort of honey blonde look. I just really love how they look. A couple of them have bows and everything in them, and I think it's just a really gorgeous hair to tie it together. There are 3 different color variations as well. Definitely the main one is the golden, but it does also come in a black or a white variation. I think this is, again, absolutely gorgeous, and it's just like the perfect hairstyle pack to really add to those Fairycore vibes. It's just very whimsical and pretty. That was it for our clothes mods. I know, nice and short, sadly, but we're heading into our second last category, and this is our craftables and items section. Getting straight into it, our first one to show you guys today is the Overgrown Fairy Craftables. So this is very much done in the vibe of Ali's Overgrown Fairy buildings, which is again one I did in my first video, and it changes all of the craftables to this really gorgeous pink and white look to them. As well, it changes the lightning rod to this magic lightning rod with a little star. You have sort of heart-shaped chests, a little campfire as well that is just gorgeous in this really cute fairy shade, and as well, of course, all of your basic craftables like your cheese press, mayonnaise machine, bee house, and more. It just really adds this lovely pink sort of subtle look to it, and just really goes well with the Ali's Overgrown Fairy buildings, but just also with any sort of pink vibe you got on your farm. I just think this is one of the coolest craftable packs that I found. It is so cute. Next up on the list, this one was a fun one. This is Fairy Weaponry. Not a recolor, but instead this one adds in 6 brand new enchanted weapons. It's time for you to bring fantasy to your valley with 6 new magical weapons. They can be very powerful or not. The dwarf can create these weapons if you have the required items, and you'll also need a prism in a bottle to see the weapons. So it adds in 5 new items: your prismatic mushroom, a mysterious note, an ancient acorn, a prism in a bottle, and your prismatic pearl, and as well your different weapons: the woodland staff, the fairy tome, radiant staff, fairy staff, and the sky splitter. This is essentially the trinkets on a new level. For instance, the fairy tome, some summons 3 fairies that can bounce thrice before hitting an enemy. The Radiant Staff will fire 3 prismatic rays that deal damage to enemies, and even the Woodland Staff, which will summon 3 thorns from the earth to attack enemies. If you are like me and absolutely love to go mining but just can get so overwhelmed with all of the combat and big monsters and stuff that come your way, this is a fantastic mod. I know it's like, this was a bit out there because it isn't super Fairycore, but also it is a little bit, and it's definitely more on your combat side, which is less Fairycore vibes, but just hear me out. It's so cool. Honestly, I think this is a fantastic mod, and yeah, go check it out in general. Next up on our list, we have Rose Dryad's Fairy Dew Craftables. This one works with the buildings mods that we spoke about a little bit earlier and just really adds in this gorgeous Fairycore pink vibe to it. It just changes the craftables to really match those other mods, so if you're wanting to go down that path of having everything looking the same, I definitely recommend getting this one. It changes things like the bee house, your cheese press, furnace, keg, a lightning rod, your loom, and even an oil maker. Also even changes a plush bunny, which is kind of cute. They have also said that this mod is a work in progress and there is plans to add in more craftables later, which would be all of our new stuff we've done. Definitely recommend checking them out. Rose Dryad stuff is incredible. And our last mod for this category, it was a really cool one to find. This is Yomi's Cute Tools. So this one just gives a recolor for all of the tools that we have in the game, things like your pickaxe, your axe, your fishing rod, and sword, and it just makes them this really gorgeous pink and like shiny blue with little sparkles and stuff around and bows, and it's just amazing. It just makes me want to get to iridium stuff like ASAP because of how cute they look. I do love the different variations between all of your like regular stuff to bronze to silver, gold, and of course iridium, and I just think it looks so cute. I think this just ties together looking Fairycore, having a Fairycore house, having a Fairycore farm, and now get yourself some Fairycore tools. Well, that was it for all of our craftables and items. We are now onto our final category, which is our miscellaneous stuff. We only have 4 mods left to go through, so buckle on in and let's get through these. But starting us off strong in this category, we have the Fairy Mushroom Tree. This is a recolor of the mushroom trees to help give a more realistic and magical appearance. There are 2 color schemes with them, which is a bright or a dull one. Honestly, it's just really cute and would just really help with all of those decorating needs. Up next on this list, we have the Overgrown Fairy Fences. I'm a sucker for a good fence, and this one really hit those vibes I was looking for. And this changes all of your wood fences to flower fences during spring and summer, and to plain fences during fall and winter. So you have your gorgeous overgrown flowery look through those seasons, and even though there's no flowers in fall or winter, it is still a really cool looking fence. I absolutely love the things like the doors on these ones, just like everything's down to the tiny little detail, and it just makes it so much more worth it to install it. This one is also made to match the Alley's Overgrown Fairy Buildings mod, so overall it just really connects it together. Up next on our list, this one was so cute. We have our Lauria's Fairy Grass recolor. This one essentially changes the seasonal grass to fairy colored grass. It gives you a few different color variation options like this really cute purple, of course a gorgeous pastel blue, gorgeous little sort of yellow orange vibes, and even a sort of muted down beigey white color. Overall, I absolutely love how these look on the map, and they're just so gorgeous. They really go with all of the seasons, and it just makes that grass look as whimsical as it should be if it is in a Fairycore farm. And our last mod to show you guys today, this one was a really cute one I found. This is the Enchanted Chickens. That's right, Enchanted Chickens. So Enchanted Chickens may be purchased from Marnie upon having a deluxe coop, and they lay enchanted eggs which may be turned into enchanted mayonnaise. And once they reach full friendship, they will give you fairy dust. Fairy dust is such a great resource and can be really helpful if you're on a bit of a time crunch, so I love the idea that we can find it through things other than just having fairy rows. It is such a fun idea, and honestly just makes you want to keep having the animal grind, especially post like early game. I'm guilty. I've just got so much stuff to do that I barely check on my animals, but this would make it so much more worth it. Well, besties, that was it for all of our Fairycore mods to show you guys today. As always, let me know in the comments below what some of your favorite mods were, which ones are you installing right now, and which mods did I miss? Let me know down below. Of course, if you want to go and check out the first part of the video, there is a link to that one on the screen here. As well, I'll leave a little link in in the description below. As always, if you guys enjoy any Stardew Valley related content, make sure to hit that subscribe and like button. And as well, you can come and find me out over on Twitch. And I also have my little community Discord in the description down below where you can see when I'm going to be live next or information on my next uploads. Anyway, that is it from me. I'm going to go play some whimsical Stardew Valley. I will catch all of you guys on the next video. Bye everybody.